so good to be back here in South Carolina, at home of the Gamecock.
The iron Keyshawn soars in from the weak side, however, and flushes that dunk.
There it is.
Driven hard. The Gamecocks will take the series against their rival.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott. Boy, do we have a jam-packed show for you today. Carolina baseball got its season underway. We've got opening weekend highlights. The men's and women's basketball programs have had some very exciting and memorable home games lately. We'll cover all of that. And then there are other sports to get into as well. How about a Carolina-Clemson matchup on the tennis court, and also the final home track meet of the indoor season? Yeah, a lot to get into, so let's get moving. We started off with the Prisma Health injury update. The Carolina baseball team still working without one of their best pitchers, Julian Bosnick, having a forearm problem, still not available. Hoping to see Julian back in the rotation within a week or 2 weeks. That's brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare providers of your Gamecocks. Speaking of baseball, as we mentioned, opening weekend, boy, did Mother Nature cooperate. It was beautiful at Founders Park opening day and really throughout the three-game series with a very tough Spartans team from UNC Greensboro. Carolina would have to fight hard to win the series. That they did. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to opening day 2022 at Founders Park as South Carolina opens its season against UNC Greensboro. 1-2, hit well to right center field. Back goes McKay. It's off the top of the fence. That's going to be an RBI double for Andrew Weister, who takes little time whatsoever. That'll get a run home, and Matt Hogan's Gamecock debut continues to shine, and he's going to end up with 3 bases. His equation, he hits this one well. That should be a home run, and it is. Second base umpire signals that is indeed out of here, and the debut of Michael Braswell continues to be a success. Glad to be back with you. The one to Sino. Blasted to right field. Oh boy, did he get all of this one. That is going to be out of here. Jake Wolf from the stretch pitches, and this is blasted to deep left. Backing up on it is Jones. Looking up, it's gone! Oh, and we are tied 7-7 in the bottom of the 9th. Andrew Weister hits a laser over the wall and left. A grand slam ties this game. Breaking ball hit hard. Third baseman smothers it. He's coming home. Throw is not in time. Gamecocks win. They'll mob Michael Braswell behind first base. Oh, the mayhem is underway here at Founders Park.
Some clutch relief pitching from South Carolina, enabling them to come out with that win on Sunday to wrap up the series victory. And on the forefront now, looking ahead at some really tough tests, Clemson and Texas, who happens to be the #1 team in the nation, coming up in the non-conference schedule. Let's switch gears to some women's basketball. Don't know that there's been a bigger day at Colonial Life Arena in the history of Carolina women's hoops than there was this past Sunday, when the Gamecocks not only hosted the Tennessee Volunteers, but also hosted ESPN's College Game Day. First time that that setting has ever brought itself to the CLA, made for an amazing atmosphere, and Carolina's women's team didn't disappoint. The #1 squad in the nation kept on keeping on. Let's go to CLA for some great highlights and memories of a big day.
Championships aren't very easy to get. They're not. I think sometimes the success of this team, you make it look easy, but we all know it's not easy. So each step of our journey that we're able to check off a goal of ours is always a great thing. But you've earned it. Like You earned it, borderline took it. And the hard part is to take Monday off and come back Tuesday and just continue our path of winning every game that we play. Because they're all important at this point. All right? Good contributions from everybody. To our seniors. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. You come into our team with bright eyes, bushy tail, and we don't know exactly, which way is which. We figure it out. You figure it out with the help of the leaders that you have in your freshman year, and then you take that leadership, good or bad, and you become leaders, and then you leave a legacy of leadership, and that's what you've done. V, Littleton, Henny, E, Lee, all of you have played a part of being a leader on our basketball team, whether you think so or not. I hope that this is the first of 4 championships. Okay, regular season, SEC tournament championship, a regional championship, and then a national championship. Okay, so let's do it.
Back with more of Gamecock Insider in a moment from Learfield.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
College can be tough. Student banking shouldn't be. With Collegiate Debit from Founders, adulting just got easier, and college just got funner.
That's not a word.
With Founders, banking online is fast and easy. Plus, you can get up to $175 in bonus cash when you enroll in Collegiate Debit. Yeah, that's a lot of tacos. Lost your debit card? Pick up a new card on the same day and grab cash at over 30,000 ATMs. So don't stress. Relax. You're with Founders.
When the unexpected happens to you, there's Colonial Life. Benefits that help cover what your regular insurance doesn't.
This is James.
Jimmy! Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy! James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Jimmy! Oh!
You good, Jimmy?
The 2022 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Right now, get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2022 Toyota RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm Derek Scott. You know, the Gamecock men's basketball team has had its ups and downs this season. 3-game winning streak backed up by a 3-game losing streak. Then back on a winning streak with a couple of road wins. Carolina was at home last weekend trying to extend that winning streak, but having the test of having to do it against an LSU team that is ranked among the top 20 teams in the nation in terms of the NCAA's net rankings. A squad with a ton of firepower and size. Will the Gamecocks be equal to the task on Legends Weekend? Let's find out. Wow, what a performance by Jermaine Couisnard, a career high in scoring, had his mom in town to see it, and of course with it being Legends Weekend, a pretty legendary performance for Jermaine himself. Next up for the Gamecock men's team, another home game, but this one was against Mississippi State, a squad South Carolina had already seen once this season in Starkville, in a game in which they were really manhandled by the Bulldogs. Carolina looking for a measure of revenge and also to keep that winning streak alive. Let's head back out to CLA.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Colonial Life Arena, where the Gamecocks can really help their own cause as they and Mississippi State have that same 7-7 conference record. Brandon Martin at the rim gives to Woodley, and Woodley had no foul. Ball kicked out to Stevenson. He'll try a three, and that'll go. Porter goes around it up to the rim. Two-hand dunk with 2 seconds left in the half. Carter kicks it out to Couisnard for three, and that's good. Back in the post, kicks out. Bryant for three, left side. It's good again for Keisha. Bryant will drive to the rim. Hammer! Oh, Couisnard drives, shoots a floater, got it. Another one.
Coming back with more of Gamecock Insider in just a moment. This is Learfield.
Columbia Craft Call-In Show, brought to you by Home Team Barbecue, proud host of the Columbia Craft Call-In Show.
This is James.
Jimmy!
Mom, Dad, this is James.
James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Yeah! Oh! You good, Jimmy?
The 2022 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Right now, lease a new 2022 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $259 a month for 36 months. Toyota. Let's go places.
For over 40 years, Sound and Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound and Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound and Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound and Images today.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
Each banner and every trophy are just symbols of the teammates, staff, and fans that give them their worth. And for us, that also means having Prisma Health on our team, with more locations, the latest clinical technology, and a team of experts I trust. It's hard to overstate their worth to our team and our state. Prisma Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
Good hard work has earned Marshawn Lloyd the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the football team, Marshawn is a redshirt freshman psychology major with a 3.604 GPA. This week's Academic Athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Breaking ball hit hard. Third baseman smothers it. He's coming home. Throw is not in time. Gamecocks win. They'll mob Michael Braswell behind first base.
That's your Sansbury. Did you see that play? A new face in the Gamecock baseball lineup, Michael Braswell, comes through with the game winner to help Carolina lock up the series victory against UNC Greensboro with an amazing 9th inning comeback. As for our Terminix Pest Player of the Week, well, Jermaine Couisnard has certainly earned that honor. He comes into a homestand with a 33-point career-high performance against LSU, then backed it up with 20-plus against Mississippi State as the Gamecocks picked up a couple of really vital wins at home. The Carolina men's and women's track and field team wrapping up its indoor season recently. Our cameras were there to capture the highlights.
South Carolina's Brooke Donahue, the winner of this heat of the women's final. Catch her one more time. It's not going to happen. South Carolina wins the DMR.
We're coming back with more of Gamecock Insider in just a moment from Learfield.
What makes a recruit want to be a Gamecock? They want to perform in the best facilities, have a system that provides the best chance to succeed, and a team and staff they can trust. It's no different when choosing where to receive care for your heart. If you want the best facilities, the most innovative treatments, and a team of experts you can trust, for me, it's a clear choice. I choose Prisma Health, the official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
In the Carolinas, True Blue means unwavering loyalty and commitment. To earn this level of trust, Ford builds the trucks and SUVs that help keep you in command when you're on the road. And in return, America has shown its loyalty. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Discover what True Blue means to you. Now get 0 for 60 plus up to $1,500 bonus cash on select 2021 Ford vehicles. Learn more at buyfordnow.com and custom order yours today.
For over 40 years, Sound and Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound and Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound and Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound and Images today.
There are lots of jobs out there, but I want a career.
There are lots of companies I could work for,
but here we have purpose.
There's a lot of people I can work with.
But this feels like family.
Sure, there's some hard days,
but always support from amazing teammates.
Come join us.
We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
We're back on Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott. Whenever it's Carolina versus Clemson, regardless of the sport, regardless of the setting, it's huge. It's bragging rights. And for the young ladies of the Carolina women's tennis team, it is no different. They recently had a chance to get on the court against their rivals from the upstate. The results were, well, what we wanted. Great start to the season on the courts for the men's and women's tennis teams. Boy, they are both playing really, really well. Carolina baseball was back on the dime in their first midweek contest of the season against Winthrop on Tuesday. You know, whenever you have those midweek games, you can't afford to look ahead because you get caught and you get yourself a loss that can certainly disrupt your momentum. Gamecocks didn't have to worry about that, though. They got a tremendous pitching outing from a couple of new faces and just enough clutch hitting to drive a comfortable win. We were there to get the highlights at Founders Park.
Going to miss it. A slider. Beautiful pitch. He up and 3 down. So 6 in a row retired by Kate Austin. Pitch on the way. There's a little squibber over the second base bag. Second baseman has it. And he didn't get him. What a hustling play to drive in a run by Kevin Madden. There's a shot up the middle of base hit. That'll plate one for the Gamecocks. That was a ringing hit. Put in at bat there by Andrew Eister. There's a high drive towards left field. Did he get enough of it? That ball is going to be in the bullpen. That's a home run. The first home run as a Gamecock for Kevin Madden, and that will do it, as this 7-1 game belongs to South Carolina.
We are back to wrap things up on Gamecock Insider in just a moment.
Gamecock fans, play 3 points the hard way. Brought to you by Hardee's. If the women's basketball team makes 3 3-pointers in a game, you can score a free sausage biscuit at Hardee's the following day during breakfast hours. Once we hit our 3 3-pointers, stop by your favorite Hardee's, show them the coupon in the Gamecock app, and bam, a free biscuit. Get your biscuit at participating Columbia and Spartanburg area Hardee's. Feed your happy and order ahead at hardees.com.
And when the unexpected happens to you, there's Colonial Life. Benefits that help cover what your regular insurance doesn't.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP game day experience this basketball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the court. Winners will receive pre-game court passes, game tickets, recognition on the video board, and an autographed item signed by Coach Martin. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Court is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
Back for the final segment of Gamecock Insider. As we wrap things up, time as always for our Toyota On the Road feature. Let's talk about who is leaving Columbia to continue their seasons. The Carolina women's team headed to Music City, Nashville, hosting the SEC Women's Basketball Tournament this season. Meanwhile, the Carolina men's team will wrap up its regular season in quite the tough setting against the frontrunners in the Southeastern Conference on the road at Auburn. That's coming up on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Carolina baseball team, well, they'll be at home, but then they'll also be on the road. That's because the Clemson series is next, and you know how that works. One at home at Founders Park, one up at the home of the Tigers, Doug Kingsmore Stadium, and one at a neutral site setting as well. That'll just be across town, though, here at Segra Park. That's On the Road, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And that'll wrap things up for this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.
The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Gamecock Sports Network. This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of South Carolina. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of South Carolina and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of South Carolina.